This perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Time Cut. This is Netflix version of Totally Killer. Totally Killer is a movie that has a very similar premise to this that came out last year. This is a time traveling slasher movie, but unfortunately, I have a lot of thoughts about this movie. Most of those thoughts are negative. The positive of this movie is it has my girl Madison Bailey from Outer Banks. Much better character in that than in this. If you've seen the trailer or if you've seen Totally Killer, I'm going to compare these movies a lot because they're damn near the same fucking movie. The only difference is Time Cut is about a sister that goes back 20 years in the year 2003 to prevent her sister from being killed, compared to, Totally Killer, where the main character in that tries to stop her mom from being murdered. Hell, even the killer's masks are damn near identical. Another difference between the two movies is Time Cut is a PG-13 version of Totally Killer, so automatically I was disappointed. And right off the opening kill, which they don't really show, her sister Summer getting killed with this scythe, there's a lot of cutaways, just completely took any excitement I had or just any anticipation I had for this movie down the drain. The dialogue is just really dry and one note. They tried to throw a lot of 2003 nostalgia in here, like you have kids wearing fucking Heelys. I only seen like one person. That shit was not popping like that. And I'm pretty sure people weren't rocking Uggs like that in '03. I could be wrong, but I feel like that came a little bit later. They do try to hit you over the head with the soundtrack. You have What's Love plays. You have an Avril Lavigne, Complicated playing, 1,000 Miles. A lot of the more traditional, generic 2003 songs that get played here. You see people with iPods and Walkmans and stuff like that, CD players. So even the way that the time traveling or the time machine comes about in this doesn't really make sense. It just kind of appears, you know what I'm saying? Where in Totally Killer, somebody was actually making a time machine. We've seen it. And what I liked about Totally Killer is it's also a comedy. So it's not, so it doesn't so much take itself super seriously, which I think works for that movie in particular, where in this they try to make a serious plot and the execution just falls really flat. Summer has this secret that gets revealed that's just super predictable. The whole movie just feels very predictable, and nothing really feels unique about this movie at all. It's just very dry dialogue, very one note characters. You don't really care what's going on. A lot of the scenes just kind of feel like a melodrama, that teeny bopper shit, almost CW-esque type of vibes that you kind of get throughout the movie, just really weighs it down, and it makes for a very boring watch compared to Totally Killer, where, like I said, it doesn't take itself serious. It's very gory, but at the same time, you actually care about what's going on with these characters. Here, it's just like, man, they don't even really try. You can just tell that even for our main cast, they just don't really care, and there's no real consequences to people's actions. And how this movie ends is just so lackluster and just so bland and blah. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, Netflix didn't really need to release this movie. If you want to see a better version of this movie, just watch Totally Killer. If you do get around to checking this movie out, let me know your thoughts. This has just been my quick thoughts on this movie. But yeah, was really disappointed. It kind of lived that up to that expectation of it just being disappointing, and no memorable kills because they cut away from all the fucking kills. There's no moments that really stick out. They try to hit you with the nostalgia in this. That doesn't really work. I don't think they did enough with that on that end. And this is nothing against Madison Bailey. You know, she did what she could. They tried to make a compelling story between these two sisters. It just falls very, 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 very flat. Those are my overall thoughts. Let me know how you guys feel about this movie if you get around to checking it out. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.